The boss at the end is kind of a pain in the ass, but everything else is pretty awesome.
Yeah, and this is kind of like the one thing that a lot of people will probably say, like, is probably their only criticism of this game is just that the kind of lack of like original stages. Saying that some would say this is kind of like a Sonic Generations, but with like all classic levels.
Yeah. Pretty valid, but Sonic Generations, if they'd added in a couple newer stages, I think would have made that game even better than it is. It is a really fucking fun game.
Yeah, Sonic Generations, it was good at first, but then like after a while you kind of see, yeah, it's just doesn't really hold up really as much as it used to. And I think that's kind of the reason why people didn't like Forces so much, because the gameplay just was lacking so much. That, and like they did reuse Green Hill Zone in that quite a bit.
In Sonic Forces, did it?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they reuse it, but like there's some changes done to it, like one part where it's like a desert, and then there's like it's basically a part of like, you know, Eggman's operation to like when he took over the world.
Oh. No, because Sonic Forces, he already basically did take over the world.
Yeah, I mean that's like the only part of the game that like made it interesting.
Yeah, definitely. There are a bunch of Easter. I think there's a couple Easter eggs in this stage, but I can't remember which ones they are. I think there's one of the studios. It's named I can't remember what it was now.
Well, there's Club Sonic in the background. There's Egg TV right there. The Hornet.
Yeah, it's not any of those. If I see it, I'll freaking recognize it. But there's an Easter egg with one of the names. There's so many freaking Easter eggs in these games. Well, I don't know if there are any in Forces, but I know in Mania there's a ton. It was made by fans, so. And there you go. You're screwed there. You didn't have a chance.
Yeah, T-Lopes, who did the music, did a great job with this. The, you know, Sonic games, even some of the worst ones, always have a fairly decent, like, or at least decent to like great soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Forces has a pretty good soundtrack.
That boss is a pain.
But like everything else, kind of just mediocre. And I know like the one thing people didn't like about Mania, or not Mania, Forces was just like they reused the older boss, essentially the same boss battle that they used in Colors and in what was that other game? Not Generations.
Unleashed?
No, not Unleashed. Lost World, that's what it is.
Oh. Oh yeah. The game that everyone forgets existed.
Well, Forces kind of changed that.
Forces is still recent enough that I think it's still in most people's minds, but Lost World, I regularly forget that game exists.
Well, they did bring, because they have one of the characters from Lost World in Forces. But it's like kind of like a plot thing within Forces that like into how he shows up there.
There you go.
Because he's also there along with Metal Sonic, Chaos, and I think and Shadow too.
Chaos is in Forces?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That game really was Sonic Generations.
Well, the thing about Chaos though, like I mean, one thing, and yeah, it's obviously a spoiler, but I don't think too many people are going to be really worried about it, is there are no boss battles with Chaos, but you boss battle everyone else.
It was a boss battle with Shadow?
Well, no, I don't think so. I don't think there is a boss battle with Shadow in it.
There you go. This is quickly turning into Matt plays Sonic Mania because he hasn't died.
Yeah, not yet. Now, if it were Chris plays Sonic Mania, or Chris and Matt play Sonic Mania, then...
If it was... it regularly turns into Matt plays insert Sonic game here when it's Matt and Chris, because Chris just dies every 2 seconds.
I mean, cause I die because of how reckless I am. Chris then dies because he...
sucks.
That or he gets spooked.
trying to remember Studiopolis Zone 2. I remember Zone 1 mainly because of the popcorn thing. I always got a kick out of that, but then the boss was a pain in the ass, so I have pretty good memories of him. So every time I faced him, he would always, like that last missile you got hit, he would always have the missile like right next to the fist, and I would basically have to take the hit to try and clear up to get the fist that hit him or the other botniks that were with him. Oh, he literally jumped right into that. I have to spin dash. There you go. What's the next stage is like isn't that the printing press one that's the next?
That's the other original stage.
Yeah.
That and also Titanic Monarch. I think those might be the only original stages if I can think off the top of my head right now. And then like everything else is for the most part reused from older Sonic games.
I think they bring back like Starlight Highway or whatever the hell it's called.
Oh, Stardust Speedway? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there are some changes though that have been made since the release. Like they have added like the transitional cutscenes between every level now instead of like every few.
Oh.
And they did change the Metal Sonic boss battle.
I don't think I did the Metal Sonic boss battle. I don't think I made it that far.
Yeah, they changed it between this and the original.
Gotta go faster, faster, faster. Might have been the Easter egg with Sega CD, whatever that was. I know it was something they like stood for some, it was like an acronym of some kind. What's the other? There's another new stage. There's like the Old West one.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
Trying to remember all of them off the top of my head. Egg TV. Oh, there's a weather thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the one stage where they have like, I think that's the Old West stage is when they have all the obscure as hell characters come out.
Crap. Yeah, you're supposed to go right into Eggman.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tails got hit on there, yeah.
Yeah.
It's that was the weather in Cincinnati last week. Oh, gotta be under. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh boy. It's gonna rain. And you know I probably need 1 or 2 more hits on him. Oh no, this is actually.
Yeah, that I'm just gonna hold on. I'm not even gonna try to hit him.
Yeah. Probably not a bad strat with the 0 rings right now. See if Tails can get a shot on him. Oh. Oh. 674. That was weather in Cincinnati. Oh, there you go. There you go.
There we go.
Clutch it with 0 rings.
Okay, so we had a little bit of a pause there. Someone interrupted us while we were recording this.
See, I'm trying to remember what stage is next. It might be the Old West one. If it's the Old West one, I'll take a crack at it. Because actually, you really like that stage. I think it might be